Adonai Shmati Yisrael v'yech, Omeato v'yad oilom. On this Erev Shabbos, Shabbos Shira, Shabbos B'Shalach. First of all, let's start with giving some tzedakah, and we will merit to have the ultimate Shira. As it says, Oz Yoshe Moshe, Moshe Rabbeinu sang praises to God for saving us from Egypt, but it says Yoshir in the future. Moshe Rabbeinu is already taking into consideration the song that we're going to be singing, hopefully today, because of the coming of Mashiach. It's Friday, story time. I had an opportunity this week to speak about the village of Kfar Chabad. Unfortunately, we spoke about the terrorist act which happened then. But one of the very important leaders of the village of Kfar Chabad, of the city of Kfar Chabad, was a chassid by the name of Reb Shmuel Chefer. Shmuel Chefer was actually a very renowned educator, and he was in charge of the large complex of Beis Rivka. The girls' school. It wasn't just a school, it was a whole complex. All ages. And at one point, it was necessary to build a new complex. And they were going to call it, and they actually called it Kfar Chabad Beis. The Kfar Chabad two, which was going to be the complex for the education for girls from the village, but from all over Eretz Yisrael. A major undertaking on all levels, including a huge financial undertaking. And Baruch Hashem, Shmuel Chefer, a very active and a very successful individual, was able to come to the Rebbe with the actual plans of Kfar Chabad Beis, the physical plans, architectural plans, and also telling the Rebbe the good news, we're ready to go ahead. We're ready to go ahead with it. He came into Yechidus, and he puts the plans on the table. He hands the Rebbe the plans. And the Rebbe takes those plans, didn't even open them up, puts them on the side in a very seemingly upset manner. And he looks to Reb Shmuel Chefer and he tells him in Yiddish, and what's happening with the girl Ptito? Shmuel Chefer is taken back. He's not sure what the Rebbe is referring to. And the Rebbe says, if we don't know what's happening with the girl Ptito, what do I need the whole Kfar Chabad Beis for? And then he realized there was a girl who was in seminary. She didn't like it. And one day she left. Now this is something that happens all over. And nobody made more of it than what it was. But the Rebbe says, if there's one girl that leaves your institution, why are you building a bigger institution if you don't even know what's happening with this girl? And the Rebbe said, go outside in my office, the secretary's office, and let's find that girl. And please tell that girl that I personally asked her to come back to school. Now you can imagine. Shmuel Chefer went straight into the Rebbe's secretary's office, called his staff in Israel. Anybody knows where we can find this girl Ptito? They started looking all over. They were able to find her. They went to her and gave her the message. The Rebbe personally asked, you come back to seminary. Now with a request like this, she couldn't refuse. She came back And she herself, 30 years later, at the women's gathering, stood up and said, I was this potato girl, and thank God, today I'm the proud mother of children, of shluchim from the Rebbe. But here is a lesson in the Rebbe's leadership. He runs the whole world. He has emissaries all over the world. Hundreds and hundreds and thousands of institutions. Says the Rebbe, what about the individual? Do not forget about the individual. That's the Rebbe. That's Moshe Rabbeinu. And that is Mashiach.